25 minus 2, 23. This call is now being recorded. Okay, like you heard it now, this call is being recorded like usual. Right. So, so I think we can start the class right now. Yeah. So before that, okay, I will share you my screen sharing. Okay. All right, again, class, can you see my screen sharing?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay, if you are using PC, you can look at my webcam right now. If you are using smartphone, you can adjust the what we call the orientation of your phone like this. Better for you to see this, for you to see the screen clearly like this. If you are using smartphone, right? This is just a tips for you lah. Okay, so if you look at our Telegram group, all right, last Friday on 18th of June, I asked you to do the exercise, but later on I will give you the later this morning I will give you the possible answer for you to do your cross check. And then checkpoint already finished, and then this is the new what we call the new instruction about the checkpoint. Okay, about the checkpoint, like I said earlier, there are 6 checkpoints you need to do. Okay, but the new instruction from the headquarters said that the checkpoint test for you to take is cancelled for a moment. Okay, maybe you postpone for a moment. Okay, maybe after you all come back to the school, then they will continue to do the checkpoint. The rest of the checkpoint number 2 until number 6, they postpone it. So this week there is no checkpoint. Okay, but checkpoint number 1 already finished. 24 of you, okay, 24 of you, if you look at our Telegram group, only 24 of you finish the checkpoint. Okay, where is other 2? Okay, later on I will check the name for you, right? But there is no checkpoint after this. Excuse me. After this, there is no checkpoint. They will postpone to specific maybe others time lah. Okay. So the exercise on Friday, I will give you the possible answer for you to check on your own, and then our class on Tuesday. Yeah, I already give you the video recording, and then the exercise, and then also the exercise on Monday last week. Monday last week. Okay, Monday last week. Okay, this one. We need to discuss the question or no? Can I just give you the answer? Is it okay? Monday exercise last week. Last week Monday as exercise, and then Friday exercise. I already give you the set of questions, right, for you to print it out, or you can copy the question inside your exercise book. Okay, but I think I will do like this. I will give you the possible answer. I will give you the answer on our Telegram group, and then you just cross check it for yourself. Is it okay, class?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, very good. So I think we can continue our topic for today. So like usual, you can open your textbook, right? Or maybe later online. I need you to concentrate on the slide, on my presentation now. Okay. So we are going to learn new topic for today. Chapter number 6. Right? Chapter number 6. Chapter number 6, the title for chapter number 6 is what we call a periodic table. Okay, periodic table. You still remember What teams we are now? We are on the teams number 3. Teams number 3, you are going to learn about the chemistry field. Okay, there are three chapter. If you still remember, there are 3 chapter consists of teams number 3, right? Chapter 5, you learn about matter. Okay, chapter 6, you learn about periodic table, and then the last chapter for teams number 3, chapter 7, you will learn about the air. Okay, only 3 chapter for teams number 3. So now we learn about the chapter number 6, periodic table. So what is the periodic table? I will show you the picture right now. If you search on the internet, you search on the Google, you just search here periodic table. Okay, what you will see is the arrangement, or what we call a specific table. Okay, it is table that I will show you the size, large size. Okay, like this. When you tap. Okay, so this is what we call by periodic table. Okay, what can you see here is actually the substance or the material that are available on Earth. Okay, substance, you just remember, this is the form, all right? This is the form of what we call a periodic table. If you can see here, there are arrangement of material or the substance or the element that exists in the world, in our Earth, in the world. Okay, what are the what we call material that we usually know? For example here, H, hydrogen, O is oxygen, C is carbon. This is the what we call the usual material or the usual substance we heard before. You know, for example, we breathe in the air, right? We breathe in, what type of gas we breathe in? Oxygen, right? So oxygen is in here. Oxygen is one of the oxygen, from the word O. The symbol of oxygen is O. One of the material or the substance that exists in the world, in our world. Okay, so this is what we call the periodic table of element. They arrange the what we call the name of the element by its category. Okay, this is what we're going to learn. Okay, we are not going to memorize all the element, all the substance here. We are not going to memorize that because that is pretty impossible. And you just inform one, you no need to remember all the element or the material or the substance. Okay, you just try to identify which one is the element, and then if somebody for example asks you, or in the examination show you the table, so you know this is the what we call by periodic table. Periodic table. They just arrange the list of element found on Earth according to their characteristic. Okay. And then O here, for example, O is the symbol for oxygen. And then C here, the symbol C is the symbol of carbon. Okay, this is a few example of material. Okay, you need to understand. All right. So we continue. Okay, open to page, next page, 164. All right, 164, page 164. 6.1, there are only, I think there are only 3 subtopics for this chapter. Okay, sorry, there are 3 subtopics for this chapter. 6.1, the classification of element. Okay, the classification of element. All right, so can you see the picture here? Can you see the picture, class?
Yes.
Okay, this is the picture of one of the matter. Do you still remember what is the matter? All right, Okay, for example, I will ask you the picture on your left here. What is the state of matter? The picture on your left here. What is the state of matter?
Solid.
This is solid. Kita sudah belajar ke belum ini? We already start the chapter, this chapter or no, class? No, Hello? Kita sudah mula, we already start this chapter or no? I forgot lah. Hello? Kita sudah belajar sini ke belum?
Chapter 5 or chapter 6?
Chapter 6. We already finished chapter 5, right?
Yes.
6.1, we already start or no?
No.
No, right? Okay, sorry, because I'm sometimes confused with other class. Okay, so today we start chapter 6.1, yeah? Okay, never mind. Okay, very good. Okay, so we continue. The picture on your left is what is the state of matter. If I said the state of matter, meaning that there are three, right? Okay, one of you said the state of matter on the picture on your left is solid. Yes, very good. This is a solid. And then what is the state of matter on the picture on your left, on your right? Picture on your left is solid, liquid, or gas?
Gas.
Okay. The picture on your right, okay, the state of matter is gas, in the form of gas. And then you still remember the tiny particle here, we call it what? This is what we call by particles, okay? Particles. We cannot see the particles, but you still remember the arrangement of particles. For example, if you look at the picture on your right, you can see the particle. What is the distance between the particle here? The distance between the particle is near or far? Okay, the distance between particle is far away, right? Okay, and then it is moving randomly, and then it collide what we call frequently. So this is the characteristic of the particle in the gas. Okay, and then the picture on your right, this is the particle in solid. If you see the particle in solid, usually arranged neatly, and then it will close together. So this is the particle in solid. Okay, you must remember back the characteristic of particle inside the solid, liquid, and gas in chapter 5. Okay, kamu baca balik, you just read it back in order for you to further understand the situation, right? Okay, we already learned about the particle, and then we already learned about the matter, right? Okay, so in chapter 6, okay, these particles are also known as what, class? Atom. Okay, particle, this tiny particle that's made up of matter is also known as atom. Is it okay? Okay, it's also known as atom. And then you just remember this tiny particle, this very small particle, or we call it atom, made up the matter. Okay, made up the matter. Can we see the particle? Can we see the atom? We cannot see the atom. We cannot see the particle. Okay, but with the high power electron microscope, we can see the atom. Okay, next one. All right, what is atom, and then what is molecule? Atom and molecule. Okay, so actually inside each particle, inside the single particle, there are what we call there has inside the atom what we call subatomic particles. You just remember this only, right? There are three components inside the atom. There are three what we call subatomic particle. Number one, we call it electron. Number 1, number 2, we call it proton. And then number 3, we call it neutron. Okay. This is what we call class. If you see this, electron, proton, neutron, meaning that they are the particles or what the component that we call subatomic particle inside the individual atom. Okay, inside the individual atom or inside one particle or one atom, we have this what we call subatomic particle. Okay, you just remember this. For example, here, the first subatomic particle is electron. Electron have negative charge and then it is orbit around the nucleus. Okay, this is for example here, how many electron inside this particle? There are 1, 2, and 3. There are 3 electron in this particle. One particle, one atom, the whole atom got these 3, what we call electron. And then the electron usually moving around the orbiting the nucleus. It is moving around. Okay, you just remember this. Okay, and then the second subatomic particle is proton. You just remember it has positive charge. And then how many proton in this example? How many proton inside the particle? There are 1, 2, 3. There are 3 what we call proton here. Okay, and then proton, what is the location? The position of the proton is inside at the center of the particle. At the center of the subatomic particle, we call it nucleus. Okay, and then number 3, we call it neutron. What is the charges on the neutron? There are no charge. Okay, how many neutron inside the particle? In this example, there are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, they have 4 what we call particles or 4 neutron inside the what we call inside the subatomic particle. Okay, but class, you must remember, different material, we have different amount of electron, we have different amount of proton, and we have different amount of neutron, depending on what material. This is just example only. This is just example to show you the location of electron, the location of proton, and then the location of neutron and its characteristic. Okay, because sometimes some material have only got 6 electron. Some of the material maybe got 4 proton. Okay, or what we call 2 electron, for example, like this. If you try to look at the internet, subatomic particles, subatomic particles. Okay, for example, this one. This is the I'm sorry, cannot see the. Okay, never mind. Okay, for example, this one, class. Can you see the picture?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
for example, this is the subatomic particle for carbon. Okay, can you identify, can you tell me how many, how many electrons is that? How many electrons?
6.
They are 6 electrons, right? Very good, correct. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 electrons orbiting the nucleus. So this is the subatomic particle for carbon. Okay, what I want to tell you that different material, different element, different substance has different subatomic particles. The amount of subatomic particle is different. Carbon, we have 6 electron. Okay, and then how about the proton? How many proton? Proton is about 1, 2. The red one, maybe the red one lah, the red one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That has 6 proton. And then how about the what we call that? Neutron. Neutron, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 neutron. Okay. So if you look at this picture, so you can tell that you can explain that this is the what we call by subatomic particle. Okay. Or what inside individual atom. Okay, this is the what we call subatomic particle. You just remember that only. Maybe later on when you go to Form 5, you will go to Form 6 or Form 4, you learn about chemistry, you will be learning more about subatomic particle. But right now in Form 1, you just remember this only. Is it okay? Is it clear for you, class?
Yes.
Okay. Just remember, subatomic particle has 3 components: proton, neutron, and electron. And then you just identify the characteristic. Just the charges. Proton positive, neutron neutral, and then proton electron negative. Okay, right. So I continue. Okay, next one. What is the example? What is the difference between molecule and atom? Okay, molecule and atom. What is the difference between molecule and atom? Okay, you can see the picture. Can you see the picture over here? Okay, atom is one particle. You just remember, class, atom is made of one particles. Okay, inside the particle we got what? We got subatomic particle. Okay, so oxygen, atom, just one particle. The same material, same element, or different element combined together, we call it molecule. Okay, for example, the picture right here, this is an example of atom oxygen. The atom of oxygen consists of only one particle, one atom only. Okay, and molecule, it will become molecule when 2 or more atom combine together. It will become molecule. Now, for example, here the picture on your right is the example of molecule, because it has how many atoms of oxygen? How many atoms? Class? How many atoms? Picture on your right.
Two.
We have 2 atoms, right? Very good. We have 2 atoms combined chemically together. So this is what we call molecule. Okay. And then oxygen only consists of single atom. We call it atom. Single what we call atom, we call it atom. Okay. Okay. For example, I give you the picture here. The what we call a okay, this one, for example, this one lah. Okay. Is it okay? Open a new tab. Sorry, class. Okay, for example, this one. Is it a molecule or is it an atom? Class? Molecule or atom, you think? Yes.
Molecule, I think.
This is a molecule, right? Okay, very good. This is a molecule. If you see the picture over here, how many atoms? There are 3 atoms, right? I can draw this one with so we have 1 atom over here, that, and then we also have another atom combined chemically together. There are 2 other atoms here. Okay, and then what are the name of the element? What is the name of the substance? H. H is what? H. This is formula for water, class. This is the formula for water. Okay, H is hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen. Hydrogen is one of the element. Okay, and then the bigger one here, the bigger atom here, we call it O. O is what? Oxygen. Yes, oxygen. Okay, O is oxygen. So when one atom of oxygen combine chemically with two atoms of hydrogen, when they combine together, we got ourselves a water. And then the chemical name for the water is the chemical formula for water is H2O. So this is this is atom or molecule. So this is what we call a molecule. Why molecule? Because the atom of the element combine together, combine chemically. Okay, can you understand this? Is it okay, right?
Okay.
Okay, very good. Next one. Where is it? Okay, next one is what we call by element. Okay, you must understand what is the meaning of element. Okay, what's the meaning? The simplest form of substance. Any substance that has the simplest form, you cannot divide it anymore. Okay, you cannot divide it anymore. The substance or the material that you cannot divide it anymore, we call it an element. Okay, it cannot be divided to two or more simpler substance. This is the basic, what we call the basic build of substance, the basic build of the material. And then there are only one type of atom in the element, only one type. It is not mixed with other atom. Okay, so this is what we call an element, basic substance or basic material on the earth. What are the example? Iron, oxygen, hydrogen, aluminium, carbon, copper. This is just example of element. Okay, actually there are 118. I think the latest one is about 118. Now it's about 122 element found on the earth. Okay, but do you need to remember all that? No need. But you just need to remember the common element. For example, what? Iron, oxygen, hydrogen, aluminium, carbon, copper. This is what just the what we call the simplest, the basic, the common element that found. Okay. And it also said that the oxygen is the most abundant element that exists on Earth. Okay, oxygen that we inhale right now. Oxygen is the most abundant. Okay, what are the example of others element? For example, zinc bucket. Zinc. Zinc, can you see? Because it only consists of one type of atom, that is Zn here. And then zinc bucket. What state of matter? Class. Very easy. What is the state of matter of zinc bucket? What is the state of matter of here? Hello?
Solid.
Solid. Yes, very good. It is in the form of solid. Why you say solid? Because the atom or the particle here very close together, arranged close together, so we call it a solid. How many atoms here? How many elements here? Only one element, that is zinc. Only one element, zinc. So this is one element. Okay, next one. Okay, next one is the oxygen. What do you think the state of matter on this molecule? Is it solid? Oxygen in solid? Oxygen in liquid? Or do you think it is oxygen in gas? You think?
Gas.
This is in the gas, right? Because if you see here, the atom, right? The atom over here, not the atom. This is not an atom. This is what, class? 1 and 2. We call it atom or we call it what?
Molecule.
Yes, very good. This is, we call it molecule. We cannot call it atom. We cannot call it atom because the two or more atom combined together, we call it molecule. So this is the molecule of oxygen. And then if you look at the molecule, one of the molecule number one here, and then the second molecule here is the distance. Is very, the distance is further away. We can call it. This is maybe in the state of matter is in gas. Okay, right. So next one. All right. So hydrogen tank. This is also molecule, and then this is also we consider as element. Okay, because only one element, what we call one type of atom only. But if the same atom combined together, we call it the molecule of hydrogen, not the atom of hydrogen, right? Next one. This one, ferrum, iron nail. If you see the arrangement, this is the state of matter is solid, and then only one only one atom over here. So this is what we call iron nails. Okay, this is also we call it by what we call atom. Okay, and then carbon, C. This is also we call an element. Okay. All right. Any question? You have any question?
No.
Okay. I will go very fast. I want to finish compound. Okay. So what is the compound? So this is the last topic for today. Last subtopic for today. What is compound? Okay. Compound, two or more elements combined chemically. Two or more elements combined chemically. This is what we call compound. Example, aluminium oxide, zinc sulfide, iron chloride, sugar, water, and salt. Okay, I will just show you like this one. Okay, sorry. Molecule class, remember, I think I just made a mistake. Molecule, the same element, right? The same element from the same atom combined together, we call it molecule. Okay, but if there is two different elements combined together, we call it compound. Is it okay, class?
Okay.
Is it okay, class? Okay, please, maybe I just made a mistake here. You just remember, molecule when the same type of atom combined together, such as what? I will show you the picture. The molecule, water. For example, this one. This is molecule. Is it okay, class? You just remember this. This is molecule. Because why we call it molecule? Because it has two or more atoms. The same type of element. What is the element in this picture, class? I just zoom in a bit. What is the element? What's the element in this picture?
Oxygen.
Oxygen. Yes, very good. The element in this picture is oxygen. Okay, and then you can see that the oxygen, only one element, right? Only consists of one element, but the atom combined together. So this is what we call by molecule. Okay, O2 is oxygen molecule, and then O3 is the molecule of ozone. This is example of molecule. Okay, this is example of molecule. And then what is compound? This is example of compound. Why we call it compound? Because inside the compound we have two or more elements inside the compound. For example, here, I will give you another example here. Compound. All right. So, for example, this one lah. Huh? Okay. Can you see this? For example, here, the compound of water. For example, here, how many elements inside the compound of water here? How many elements? The picture on the right here. How many elements?
2 elements.
2 elements, right? Okay, very good. They are, the first element is
Oxygen.
Oxygen. Yes, very good. And then the second element is
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen. So we have 2 elements, hydrogen and oxygen, that combine together. Okay, we call it compound. So what is compound? Contain 2 or more kind of atom, or contain 2 or more element of atom. Okay, no matter how much the atom they are. For example, on water we have 2 atoms of oxygen and 1 atom of hydrogen, so it will still be called compound. And then on the middle, this is oxygen, right? So this is molecule. Same atom, they combine, we call it molecule. And then on the picture on your left, if single atom, single molecule, single atom, single element, we call it atom. So this atom, okay, this is molecule, and then this is compound. Is it okay? Can you understand this? Yeah? Can you understand? Atom, molecule, and compound. Any problem, class? Now it's 9:24. Is it okay?
Okay.
Okay, very good. So we go to the textbook back. Okay, example of compound, you can read for yourself, because most of the substance that you found on the earth is made of compound. Okay, most of the substance. Okay, they combine element together, and then they will what we call form new substance. This is what interesting about chemistry. Okay, if you see at the television, at the cartoon, they mix all the chemical, right, and then suddenly explode. That is chemistry lah. Macam kartun itu kan, you campur-campur semua and then boom, hitam semua. That is what we call chemistry lah. Okay, the rest of the topic, I think you can read it for yourself. The example of compound, yeah. And then if you have any question, you can ask me later. And then last one, sorry. This is what we call by periodic table. Like I said earlier, okay, this is example of periodic table. What is the what we call the purpose of periodic table? Okay, it just want to arrange in an orderly and systematic manner. That's just the purpose of periodic table. Okay, as 2016, there are 118 elements. You just try to look on the internet the latest amount of element that found on the earth. 2016, they found 118 elements. But nowadays, you will be surprised, I think. You try to find out on the internet how many elements already discovered current day now. Okay, so one of the element we already learned about this. One of the element that commonly element is oxygen. You see, carbon, yeah, hydrogen. What else? Iron. Okay, do you need to remember all this? No need to remember all this. Okay, is it okay, class? You just read for yourself, and then if you have any question, I think you can ask me later on the Telegram group. Is it okay? Is it okay, class?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So I think I will end the class here. Wait, yeah, presenting. Stop presenting. Okay. So I will give the exercise later on our Telegram group. If you have any question, you can ask me anytime in our Telegram group and in our Telegram group as well. Okay. So thank you for your attention and focus. So you can leave the class now. We will see you all again on when?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. We will see you all again tomorrow. Thank you very much. You can leave the class now. Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.